the double moss knit stitch pattern. Hi guys, I'm Kristen and thank you for joining me here on Studio Knit. Today we are going to check out the double moss knit stitch pattern. For those of you familiar with the seed or the Irish moss stitches, you can see that this is a slight variation on those. It is an easy level project, so it is perfect for everyone who has completed my Absolute Beginner Knitting series. And this pattern lays flat really nicely. It's also reversible, meaning that both the front or the right and the wrong sides of your work are totally identical. And for our materials, we are going to be using yarn. You can use any size you'd like, appropriately sized knitting needles. Of course, you want to have scissors and a tapestry needle on hand. If you'd like to know the exact materials I'm using in this video, I will link to those in the description for you. Like I said, this is an easy level pattern. So I have it for free, totally for free over on my website. It also is included in my knit stitch pattern book. And now you can see I am including knitting charts. So if you're new to reading charts, these easy knit and purl patterns are a really great way to get introduced to them. And in the pattern book, there is a button, if you're looking at it online, that will take you directly to a video. If you've printed it out, you can just scan that QR code to hop on over to the web version. My pattern book is available for purchase over on Etsy. So let's knit it up. To begin, we start with our beloved slip knot. And we are going to be casting on in multiples of 4 plus 2. So start by casting on 4. I'm just using the long tail cast on method, another 4 until you have however many you'd like in multiples of 4. And then the plus 2 just means that you add 2 more stitches. Okay, row 1 is knitting 2. So that means you're knitting 1 stitch and then you're knitting a second stitch to begin. And P2 there means that we're purling 2. So we bring our yarn to the front. And then let's get in focus and in range of the camera here so you can see that there are 2 purl stitches right there. And what you do between those asterisks, you just repeat the K2 and the P2 all the way down to the end of the row. And remember when we added those 2 stitches when we cast on? Well, here we're going to be finishing up row 1 with an additional 2 knit stitches. On to row 2. We begin by purling 2. So you want to make sure that your yarn is in the front and the first stitch is a purl, the second stitch is a purl, and then we repeat the pattern between the asterisks, which is knitting 2 and purling 2 all the way down the row. See, I told you this is a super simple pattern and the result is really pretty. Now, row 3 is pretty much the exact same thing as what we just did. We are starting by purling 2. So of course you want your yarn in the front, you're purling 2, and then you are going to take your yarn to the back so that you can knit 2 stitches. Of course you do this to the end of the row, and your last 2 stitches will be purl stitches. All right, row 4. We are beginning by knitting 2. And then the pattern repeat is between those asterisks. So we purl 2, and after that you'll knit 2, and you'll do that all the way to the end of your row. To achieve the full pattern, you simply repeat rows 1 through 4. So after you're done with row 4, begin again on row 1. And here is how the double moss stitch will look when you are done. Just keep knitting until it's the length that you desire. I hope you are inspired to knit up this double moss knit stitch pattern. Thank you so much for joining me here on Studio Knit. I really appreciate it. Do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You can just click right here if you're on YouTube. And here's a great video that I think you'll love. Please like up this video. It really helps me out. And I will see you next time, guys. Bye.